Hey everyone, this is Mike,
Hey, and this is Josh.
and we are Real Dead, and this is
Yes,
our June news halfway through
sure
the
is.
month.
Yep, sure
Halfway
is.
through the month. So we got 4 or 5 articles here we're going to talk about from one of our favorite channels on the web, Bloody Disgusting. The first one's kind of a sad news, right, Josh?
Yeah, yep.
Let's go ahead and add it to the screen here. Josh, you want to go ahead and read this one out for
Yeah,
us?
Friday the 13th, final chapter actor Eric Anderson has passed away. Now, he played a guy that was like looking for his sister who went missing from one of the previous movies. And for the life of me, I don't know if it says it here, but I cannot remember what movie that his sister went missing from. But if you remember right, like those movies all just span within a couple of days or whatever. 2, 3, and 4, I think it is. Um, but yeah, he has kind of an iconic scene where when I think he's trying to fight Jason or whatever in the basement. I can't remember the exact lines, but I think he's like, he's killing me, or he says something like that. And it's just kind of weird, like dialogue. But yeah, I mean, definitely, kind of a memorable character from number 4, which is considered by most to be one of the greatest Friday the 13th films.
So yeah, it says released in 1984, Friday the 13th. The final chapter was one of Eric Anderson's very first acting roles. He played the character of Rob Deere, the brother of Friday the 13th Part 2 character Sandra Deere, who travels to Crystal Lake to avenge his sister's murder at the hands of Jason.
Yep.
All right, let's go to our next story. All right, so the next story is, came out a few days ago, but it's pretty big. I'm a big fan of Spirit Halloween. I know, Josh, you're a pretty big fan of theirs too, right?
Yeah. Yep.
I think
Yep.
in your cap, you got it from Spirit Halloween right there, right?
Yep. Sam.
So yeah, when Spirit Halloween comes, we're always going over doing kind of shorts and seeing what we can buy and all that kind of good stuff. But this year they came out with the Carnival.
Yep.
And one of the big things they have is Art the Clown and a Michael Myers animatronic. And I believe we can play it here. Bloody Disgusting came out with this article talking about the video. They got like a little 7-8 second video clip that's coming out. I think they're going to come out in August where you can start buying these online. It does say Spirits 2024 lineup of animatronics will include Michael Myers and Art the Clown. This is based off Terrifier 2. It also says the main attractions will be the Ringmaster, Nibbles the Clown, Bobby Strings, Cotton Candy Dan, which sounds like a knockoff of Killer Clowns or something, and Barnaby the Bear. I have no clue what those are. And then the world famous entertainers will be Art the Clown, Ghostface animatronic,
Awesome.
Michael Myers, and Emily and Victor from the Corpse Bride. So,
Okay.
and then they got the Blast from the Past, Cerberus, Twitching Banshee, and Creepy Towering Clown. So I think there's, right here it is. So let's try to play this little video. I know it's kind of hard to see there, but let's. Yeah, that would look good, Josh, right here in my corner, I think.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can expand it. Let's see if we can do this again. I'm digging that.
Probably going to be about what, $400?
I don't know. A lot of them is anywhere from $300 to $400. I know that in the past they've had the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Leatherface. They've had some other pretty good. They've had The Martian in the past. They've had one of my greatest videos on one of my other channels is Reagan twisting her head around completely. So they have some other movie franchises, some main characters in the past. So I think the Terrifier would be big, especially with Terrifier 3 coming out this year.
Yep. Yeah, I think the Terrifier is definitely going to be a big deal. Michael Myers and Ghostface are always a big deal. So
I agree. All right, so let's go to our next story. All right, Josh, for our next story, you brought on a special guest to help us out here, right?
Yep, my dog Lily. She will
Lily's
not
going to
leave.
help us out with this. Dog Fuzz Peach Fuzz is back. Mark Duplass announces the Creep Tapes TV series.
That's great because if you remember, I mean, to me, the Creep, I really like Creep 1 and Creep 2. I don't think there's a Creep 3, but if there is, I need to look it up. But Creep 1 and Creep 2 were creepy, honestly. And if you remember, in his house or his apartment or wherever the frick, he had like a bunch of tapes that from past victims. And that's what's really cool that they could explore that.
Yeah, I mean, I remember watching 1 and 2 quite a few years ago when they came out, and that was kind of like that found footage type things because
Yep.
I'd go back and watch the videotapes. And 1 and 2 both were good. I thought were really good.
Yeah,
And
I thought they did a good job with it.
yeah, this one says 6/4/24. The mysterious project teased by Duplass has been revealed to be the Creep Tapes, a television series expansion of the Creep film franchise.
Yeah.
So that'd be interesting. So that should be pretty good. I'm wondering what TV channel or how that will come out. I haven't.
Oh,
I don't see that.
I'd love to see it on like HBO Max or something, or like Netflix, where you can do anything you want. You know what I mean? So yeah, I hope so.
Yeah, 2014 and 2017 was the original two movies.
Yeah, I really like those a lot. I didn't watch them to just during the pandemic.
Well, here's something. Here's where he put something on Twitter. Let's see, or X.
Yeah, this was the tease. Peach Fuzz.
All right.
Yep.
So yeah, that's something I definitely would like to see. It'd be interesting to see what it comes on though.
Yep. She normally.
All right, Josh. The next one is Max still developing a Conjuring television series.
Hey,
so this thing's been beaten to death. What do you think about this coming out with a TV series too? Huh?
You know, I mean, you know, they're trying to get blood from a turnip at this point, but it seems to still be a successful one. I think it is the most successful Halloween or movie horror franchise ever, Mike. The Conjuring universe is, when you count all the Conjurings, you count the Annabelles, you count the nuns. Nothing. I don't think anybody's close to that money that it made. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm not interested. Tell you the truth. You know, I did watch the first Nun. It was okay. I haven't watched the second. I haven't watched any of the Annabelles, and I am all the way caught up on it though, because the last one was what, The Conjuring, the devil made me do it or whatever, Mike.
Yeah.
That was horrible in my opinion. That wasn't any good. So yeah, they're trying to get blood from a turnip, but I think they will, and I think people will watch it, Mike, because seems like people aren't done with this series yet. They like what's his name, Ed and Lorraine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think people still like this.
So it says it originally was announced in April 2023, and here in 2024, it's still under development. So, and it's supposed to be for Max. So it is developing the horror drama series based on New Line Cinema's film franchise with Warner Brothers Television. And James Wan's Atomic Monster Productions and Peter Safran's The Safran Company will produce the franchise's very first small screen project in association with WBTV. Ugh. I don't know about that, Josh.
Yeah, like I said, I wouldn't watch it, I don't think so. But I know a lot of people probably would, Mike.
Yep, I agree. All right, let's go to our next story here.
Okay.
All right, Josh, next we have Saw 11 will be an angry film with something new to say.
I like that.
10 went back in time. Saw 11, is it going to be a prequel as well? It's got to be, right?
I think people really like John Kramer being in the movie, so I think they're going to give us more of that. I think they're going to give us more John Kramer. Maybe set it. I don't know where you could set it because, yeah, I don't know. I don't know where you could set it. Maybe after that movie. Maybe set it after Saw X in that timeline before. He already has his 2 apprentices. You could bring Hoffman in more. And you could have Hoffman and Amanda. You could see more of that turmoil. Because if you watch the series, they don't get along. His two apprentices do not get along. So I'm interested to see more of that. And yeah, just a new game. Let's see a new game.
Well, it says Tobin Bell and Amanda, Shawnee Smith are definitely back. It doesn't say anything about Costas Mandalore.
Well, he was in the end credits, so I'm assuming he'll be in the next one. Well, if they're both back, then it has to take place before Saw 3, because they both die in Saw 3, Mike.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm interested in an angry film. Is it because he's mad because these people, what they did to him, so he's taking out more anger on people, or I don't know. I'm like I said, I'm interested, and I'm glad they're
definitely a teaser.
Huh?
It's definitely a teaser.
And I like that they're taking their time on this movie. They pushed it back a full year, and I'm totally okay with that.
September the 26th, 2025.
Yep.
So it's going to be coming out right about a month before Halloween. So
that's great. I love it.
Great timing on that.
Yep.
All right. So our next story is Terrifier star David Howard Thornton, who plays Art the Clown, is playing Killer Steamboat Willie in Screamboat. This thing originally was called Steamboat Willie or whatever, but now look at it. It's the backside of Mickey Mouse, Steamboat Willie, with a knife, with a bloody knife, and it looks like in a big city there. So,
Mike, these are horrible.
I know you're dying to see this movie, right?
Mike, these are horrible. But let me ask you. So before, I don't think you were that high on seeing it, but you probably would have because you watch all these kinds of movies. But now that David is starring in it as the killer, you're way more apt to see it now, right?
I am definitely. I mean, look, you got a Cobra Kai person playing in it too. So it looks like David Howard Thornton is playing in it.
Yep.
It also looks like the cast will also include Allison Patel, Stream, Amy Schumacher, the mean one, Jesse, was it Posse, Teen Wolf, Jesse Cove, Cobra Kai, Rumi C. John Luis, Hightown.
Jesse Cove is Martin Cove's son, Mike. You know,
okay.
Martin Cove plays, the main, antagonist.
George A. Romero's Day of the Dead, Jareth Conroe.
Yeah.
And Charles Edwin Powell, The Exorcist 3. Oh, okay.
None of that makes me want to see it.
Makes me want to run to see it, Josh. And it's in New Yorkers.
Hey, listen.
A mischief mouse stalks a group of New Yorkers. You're
gonna love watching us Northerners getting killed off, right, Mike?
By a rat.
A mouse, not a rat.
By a rat. A fairy of fear. It's going to be a fairy of fear there, Josh.
I understand some people love this stuff, and that's cool. I mean, they're making it, but it's not for me.
I never did see the mean one that had David Howard Thornton in it either, so I doubt I will see that, to be honest with you. I'll wait till it comes out in streams, and then I'll probably watch it. I mean, could it be any worse than A Violent Nature? I don't know. I mean, it's got to be a
lot less.
Yeah, walking. It could be a lot worse than that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it definitely could. I mean, yeah, definite.